Hi, I have something super novel to say at the top of a YouTube video. Free speech is important. I know you're probably rolling your, oh, free speech, free speech. It is. And I'm not saying that like it's this really important thing that we have and must protect, because it's not. We live in an alleged democracy with the alleged ability to speak freely. But in practice, that's not the case. And it's not just that there was a political assassination over speech. It's not just that in the wake of that, a talk show host got suspended off of a network for saying something speculative about that. In a capitalist country, power doesn't come from the state. The state has power. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's not where power comes from. It doesn't originate there. It originates in production, in capital. Capitalism. Power comes from capital. And over the last 15 or so years, the left has used this incredibly stupid justification for censoring the speech of the right. It's their private property. They can do what they want. It's a free country. They don't have to accommodate these people. It's not censorship if it's not the state. But if that's how capitalism works, then what we call deplatforming is censorship. It is a free speech issue. And it's been something that I have been saying for a very long time. I've made multiple documentary films about free speech that ultimately have been attempts to express that. And it took time to refine that point and get to the point of making a documentary that not only said what I wanted it to say, but had the right amount of my dick in it. But now the left is in the position I will be defending, because the left is now being censored by capital. And before I go on, I know somebody's going to go, well, the Jimmy Kimmel issue, it's insane you would care about that issue when you don't care about this Charlie Kirk issue. You didn't make a video about that. Well, guess what? This is a video about that, because they're not two issues, they're one issue. But even people that understand they're both one issue, they still try to tiptoe around stuff Charlie Kirk said. They try to dress it up or dress it down and say it's worse or better than it was. I don't give a shit what Charlie Kirk was saying. I don't give a shit what any of these political commentators are saying at this point. They're all fucking nuts. I don't understand why you care. But does that mean they shouldn't be able to say it? No. Does that mean anybody should die over saying whatever it is the fuck they're saying, whether it is disinformation or stochastic terrorism or untrue, just a straight up lie? We're supposed to be able to fucking say it. And on that note, Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel said something speculative about the Charlie Kirk situation. He did not assert anything one way or the other. He said, come on, it's a MAGA guy, which is probably wrong. Our guy's probably a little bit left, but mostly politically incoherent. That's what he comes off as to me, at least from what we've seen. And I honestly, if I'm completely clear about this, don't really trust what we've seen. I don't trust what Jimmy Kimmel has to say about what we've seen. And yet, he should not have been taken off for saying what he said. It's not even a question to me. There's no reason that was appropriate. In response to the Charlie Kirk shooting, a bunch of people demanded that Comedy Central remove the Charlie Kirk episode of South Park. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you've been complaining about the left doing that shit for however long, since I said in the last video, since they started getting crazy about people sitting with their legs apart on the fucking bus. You were right about cancel culture. You were right that this was just an expression of bloodlust. I've been saying the same thing. I'm not right-wing by any stretch, but that's correct. You literally are just the same thing as the left. Like, oh, both sides. No, there's not. It's not both sides. I'm not both sides in the issue. There's one side. You guys all act exactly the fucking same. Do you get that? One side cares about free speech when it starts affecting them, and that's it. But the problem is, it will affect them no matter what. When you establish precedents, whether they're on the left or the right, it's okay to censor everyone if it's okay to censor anyone. And like I said, I am defending Jimmy Kimmel here. And in terms of what happened to Charlie Kirk, I will defend Charlie Kirk. I won't defend anything he says because, again, I don't give a shit what he says. And that goes for Jimmy Kimmel, too. Fuck what Jimmy Kimmel has to say. Man, that guy, he is annoying. He's sanctimonious. He is just smarmy as shit. You all know this, though. It doesn't matter. If it's okay to censor anyone, it's okay to censor everyone. And yes, there are theoretical limits to what is speech and what is action. There is a line somewhere. I'm not going to denote that line because I don't think it's for any one person to decide. In capitalism, power comes from capital. Therefore, deplatforming, algorithmic deprioritizing, and other related shit, these are free speech issues. And free speech is not something that is actually genuinely guaranteed to any one of us plebs out here in this world. Again, rules are made by power to serve power. I've said that more than a few times, I feel like. But if these people, whether they are on the left or right, I don't care. When I say these people, I mean the people who own everything, the people in charge. They aren't of any one ethnicity. They aren't of any one religion. They aren't of any one even identity. The people who own everything that allows them to make the choices, they're the ones who actually have free speech. They preach as though we all do. But that's the real hypocrisy that matters. Not who is saying what on the left and right. Although it would be extremely good if all of us decided, wait, we're not the problem, us, the normal people who don't own everything. It would be great if we all at least kind of looked at where the problem is. A little. I'm not expecting that of you because you can't just tell people to do that. But I am trying to express that power doesn't work in the way that this excuse tells us it works. Oh, it's their platform. It's their private property. They can do whatever they want on it. I mean, yes, they can, but that doesn't make it not censorship. Because again, that's the same power that the state's using in this particular arrangement. Capitalism.